it was safe to say after watching this movie, I did my research on global warming. Now, does it really mean what it really means? Or is it just some bullshit that we make up to say that we fucked up the planet? I think it's the second one. But either way, this movie is still pretty entertaining. The Day After Tomorrow. Easily my favorite Roland Emmerich film. And my most watched Roland Emmerich film. At a whopping 35 times. Yes. 3 of those times were in theaters on release week. So that was even more awesome. So basically the plot is about a global climate change, basically. And the facts of global warming sending the entire planet into a new superstorm ice age, and it's awesome. Okay, Dennis Quaid and Jake Gyllenhaal play father and son. His son goes to New York City on a class trip while he stays behind to get work done, trying to figure out how to stop this whole storm. But when New York City gets outraged by a big tidal wave, basically outraged, gets overflown by a tidal wave, of course, and a Russian tanker ship that comes by later on, Dennis Quaid decides upon himself to go and rescue his son and take his 2 best friends along with him. This movie is without a doubt awesome. Okay, the effects in this movie are awesome. I love the effects in this movie. Plus, it's Fox. Fox never disappoints with their fucking effects. Okay, that's like the best person to go to for your effects is Fox, because only they can do it right. Besides Warner Bros. And Universal. Okay. Second of all, the acting. I love the acting in this movie. The acting in this movie is great. Great all around. Most of the characters are easy to like and easy to enjoy. Like, okay, you got Jake Gyllenhaal and Emmy Rossum. Jake Gyllenhaal likes Emmy Rossum. He's too scared to say anything. This other boy, who also likes Emmy Rossum, sees this. So instead of being a jerk and a douchebag about it, like, oh, I'm going to take her for myself, he goes up to Jake Gyllenhaal and says, hey, I see you really like this girl. Why don't you go talk to her, man? I'm like, that's awesome. Would that work in the real world? Maybe not. In an event like that, yeah, it would. But I like how that is handled. That is handled perfectly. Instead of being a dumbass about the whole thing, like typical cliche Hollywood bullshit, Roland Emmerich goes the other way around and actually tells the dude to get the girl he loves. That's awesome. Okay, I love shit like that. I love it's always the little things in movies that make me like the movie even more. It's not just the big ass special effects and people getting ready to die. At least tens of millions of people die in this movie, but it gets kind of overshadowed for these characters. Dennis Quaid and his wife, Sela Ward's character, and Sela Ward taking care of this child dying of cancer basically in the hospital and has to wait a rescue as well. Easily, character development in this movie is awesome. Okay, you may not see it, you may not pay attention to it, oh, but it's there. Okay, and I just pointed them out to you. So, yes, this is easily a summer blockbuster movie to watch and enjoy in the summertime. And I know there are people that say it's boring and yada yada yada. The movie's only 2 hours and 6 minutes long. If you find it boring, let me know why you find it boring, because it's impossible to get bored with a movie that damn short. But case in point, Lord of the Rings is like 800 hours long, but I haven't heard one complaint about that movie being boring. And here's your first complaint. Lord of the Rings is a good movie, but it's boring. There you go. So, yes. Never complain about a movie being boring where there's another movie 2 hours more longer than it. Because literally, the Lord of the Rings is 4 hours. So, yeah. Especially if you get the extended version, that is 4 hours. 4.5 at the most. So, yeah. But anyway, getting off that tangent, this is an easily enjoyable movie to watch. Great effects, great acting all around. I love it. I love it. 10 years later, because I'm reviewing this movie because today is the 10th anniversary of its release. And I still remember that trailer of this movie, and the announcer guy, his voice and the way he enunciated the day it was coming out, he was like, May 28th. I don't know why he spread it out like that. I found it hilarious, and I find it hilarious that I still remember him saying that on that little 20-inch TV that I used to have back in the day. Ah, the good times never cease to amaze me. But 10 years to the day, 10 years to the day after tomorrow is going to get a B+. Highly enjoyed it. And I also enjoyed the dude from Speed. Oh, you know, the black guy from Speed that Keanu Reeves jacks his car and crashes his car into a bucket of crates of water. Yeah, he's in here. He's the guy, the homeless guy with the dog. And it's funny because that movie came out 10 years later. So that was awesome in 2004. So it was awesome to see him 10 years later, but just have a little bit of a stubble like me. I also like his interaction with people in New York City, because you have the good people that'll help you, then you have douchebags. Okay, you got the douchebag in New York City that kept telling him to go outside. Fuck you, by the way. Not fuck you for telling him to go outside in a fucking storm with a fucking dog. Kiss my ass. Fuck you. And I hope he fucking died, which he probably did, because he was probably part of the group that went outside earlier, so that's good for you, dumbass. And secondly, Roland Emmerich likes to put people in his movies that he either hates or wants to make fun of. In this case, it's Dick Cheney. So that's hilarious, because in Godzilla, it was Roger Ebert and Cisco. So, yep. Alright, I'm out. I'll see y'all guys later.